Don't you see the skin, the eyebrows, the hair, the attitude, our own, not our own, but yeah, it's actually our own style. Like, I just love being Black just because, like, it shows a style. You know, everybody have their own type of unique hairstyle and stuff like that. Like, what I always be seeing now is people wearing dreads, which is not bad at all. But like, we have multiple hairstyles, and also like we have multiple different like just hair. Look at this. Like, mine's like really curly and stuff like that. I did not know, and probably like 2 years ago, I didn't know like there was different types of hairstyles, and I don't even know what type of my hairstyle is at all. But I know one thing: my hair looks good, even though I literally just like put water on it and then just wrapped it up basically. But just look at this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the skin, the athletic, I don't even know how to say it right, but basically we're really athletic too as well. And it's just, man, being Black is so cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like, people look at me and be like, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah, you wish you was me. Yeah, but you can't. But you try to have the same style as me, but you can't do that either. So being Black is just being powerful, honestly. And that's how I feel every time I like wake up and stuff like that, enjoy my day. And like, I just feel like I have like a hidden ability inside this Black gene that I have. So
to know that everybody want to be like us, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like we've always been dealt the short end of the stick, but yet because we survive it's pretty much the reason why everybody keeps trying to jab at us, because they know you really can't get to us.
What makes me proud to be Black is, as a Black person, and really just the way we create the culture is just so amazing. Black people are ahead of everything. We create moments, we create memes, and things trend because of Black people. So I admire that, and I'm proud about that with my Blackness. Also, I'm really proud of the folks in our past as a Black person, the people that have worked hard, people like Harriet Tubman, people like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., people like Fred Hampton, Malcolm X. These are folks that, if it weren't for their voices, if it wasn't for their work, their social justice and putting themselves on the front line for our community, a lot of us wouldn't be where we are today. So I'm proud of being Black because of my history and because of what we're doing currently now in the culture.
Just to be proud to be Black, it's just, I don't know, it's just how we go about life, how we react to things, how we deal with things differently, I feel like, than other walks of life. I feel like I want to say we're like not used to dealing with things, but I feel like it's just built into us, and I feel like we are stronger than other groups. I don't know, just the culture, man, just how it feels, just like every day, like especially you see a lot of it on Twitter coming out. It feels like we all almost like live like almost like the same life, or deal with things in the same way. It's interesting how we're connected, and I guess that makes you proud to be Black. You just feel connected.
What makes me proud to be Black? Oh man, where do I start? I mean, just look at us. We're amazing. We're amazing people. We've gone through so much through time and history, men, women, children, all alike. I find it to be beautiful that we can come from pretty much a kingdom down to ashes and rise back up again. And I'm just happy I'm a part of that. So,
I mean, even with the last few drops that I have left, it is the fact that the more I learn, the more there is to learn. And, being Black, being directly descended from the original people, the original civilized people, you realize that being Black is synonymous with the human experience, because we are boundless, we are timeless, and the more we learn, much like with the human experience, the more there is to learn. And the more I learn about what it means to be Black, even with the layers of issues that exist with being mixed and ambiguous and Black American, descended from American slavery, and the ways in which that trauma, yet that rich history has rippled throughout the generations that have led to my existence. I realize just how connected I am to the source. And even with what little bit I feel I have to work with at times, there is still a sense of protection there from the ancestors, from that ethereal presence that makes our existence more than just survival, that makes the human experience worth living, and that is inherent to the Black experience. And the more I learn about our history, the more I realize how much everything is tied to the accomplishments made by the original people, whether they were brushed under the rug, whether they were destroyed, or whether they were misused. It still comes from the same source, and therefore brings everything full circle and makes me feel not only that much more proud to be Black, but makes me feel more connected to myself in the process.
What makes me proud to be Black? Well, for me, I really like all the things I can do with my hair. I really like that. I also really like, I really like the culture aspect. Learn how to spell talk. That's crazy. I really like the cultural aspects that we have, especially with my family who are from New Orleans. And I feel like there's just so much rooted in New Orleans, and especially with like I'm getting off topic. Let me go back. Can you say the question again? Because I'm a ramble.
It's all right.
Crazy.
All right. So what makes you proud to be Black?
Okay, what makes you proud to be Black? Well, my first answer is I love all the things that I can do with my hair. Actually, when I first started getting into cosplay, I would do like different colored hair braids for my cosplays because I really didn't like doing the wigs and everything like that. So I was like, how about I just do something that I normally do, which is braids, and then incorporate it into my cosplays. So it was really cool to be able to have that like different aspect to my cosplays. I like that. So that's one thing. I really like, I don't know, there's just what else do I like? I don't know. I just feel like Black people as a whole are just so, I don't know. It's just the energy Black people have is just so welcoming, and it makes me happy. And it's just like, I just love seeing us go into the world and go into these different spaces and create things that weren't there before. And it's just awesome seeing like the different takes Black people put on things. If I hope that makes sense. And it's just very cool to see. And so I like that. I like that we are able to take things and put twists on them that make them cooler or make them more fun or creative or something like that, you know? That's what I like about being Black.
Like, I'll lead off. Just even little things like that. Shared experiences that we all kind of just understand inherently. Sometimes you can just like walk into a room and not say anything. You kind of know what the other person is thinking. So that's what makes me proud.
I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud to be Black because I am Black. I'm proud of our history. I'm proud of the present Blackness. I'm proud of the future, the young folks that are doing amazing things, knowing that of course, that we were all once young, you know, and I am blessed to be someone who kind of seems ageless at points. But if you know, you know. I think that being Black is a beautiful experience for me. I know no other life though, you know, I have nothing else to compare it to. And so in an action of self-love and appreciation, of course, I love being Black, and I love every aspect of it, even its hardships, even when things get a little crazy, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. You know, I love that I can feel aligned with Queen Latifah and Whoopi Goldberg and Ruth Carter and Patrice Rushen in my Blackness, in my Black experience. I love that I have parallels with Octavia Butler and Toni Morrison in that effect as well. So Black is indeed beautiful, it's powerful, it's robust, and you know, Black people are everywhere. I have a song called Black Excellence where I say Black people are everywhere, and I say that with good reason.
Man, I mean, we are the most unique people as a diaspora, as a community. I think obviously there's a lot of history, especially when we're talking about Black Americans, obviously in terms of, you know, making without and making our own within structures that are not meant for us. But I think that we just have a very unique perspective of the world, and especially our surroundings. And I think that we cut through a lot of the bull, right? And it doesn't mean that Black people are immune to being full of it or having problematic things about them. Like that's all over every community. But I think that we have a very unique perspective in terms of how we navigate through the world. I think we influence so much of the world in a kind of grossly disproportionate way to a lot of other diasporas. And I know that can be hard for people to watch us be appropriated. It is hard for me in some aspects, but I think it's also very empowering that we have this much impact on the world around us.
Oh, what makes me proud to be Black is everything from my curls to my physique to the culture that we have. You know, even so on, of course, us as Black people don't know our extent of our culture, of where we come from, yet we are some strong, resilient people. And with that, as being resilient does not mean that we take anything for granted as well. You know, our strength is to be like, or our integrity is to be questioned. So I love being Black because of our culture, the things we have. We make everything the it factor. You know, we're the X factor to everything. So that's what makes me proud.
Really our influence, honestly, because as Black people, we are so saturated into just the American fabric, really. So like everything from the music, it's just everything that was so ostracized initially has become so public, so commercial, so ingrained in the fabric of the American society at this stage. So like our music, our dance, you know, things that we wear, our fashion, you know, our hairstyles, our language, you know, things that we do like that. Like everything is so influential that we do. And when we come up with it, we're just such a creative people that we don't even sometimes think about it. And every region has their own, you know, style. And, you know, it just becomes so influential because everything that we do is just really so magical. So
I'm proud to be Black because for many reasons. I absolutely love my hair. I think that I have beautiful hair. I think Black hair is beautiful. I love that our hair comes in so many different textures and different types. I love that our features come in so many different types. Our features are beautiful. Our features are unique. My personal opinion, I think that we're really the most beautiful people out there. I love our sense of humor, and I love that we are able to cope with certain things that are kind of, you know, that historically might be a little traumatic, with kind of laughter. And we cope with things through humor and are able to find humor in a lot of other situations and make light of situations that, you know, others may not be able to make light of, even if it was a survival mechanism that we've developed. I admire it a lot. And I just love how talented we are. We are such good artists, athletes, actors, actresses, you know, we makeup artists, hairstylists, et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on, but we are just such a talented people.
Melody. No, you stop. Okay. All jokes aside, again, breaking those barriers. It's really refreshing to know that you have a community that stands behind you, that knows your struggle, that knows what you've been through, that shares same similarities to you. There's always a Black person that shares the same hobbies as you. You never know, like, especially when it comes to being in the nerd culture. It's days where I was young and I thought that I was the only person that enjoyed the things that I did. And then as I get older, I'm finding out like, oh, you like this too? You like this too? Oh my gosh, you like anime? You like comic books? You like video games? That's really cool. So I think that it feels refreshing to know that I can go to anybody that looks like me and know that they have my back, no matter what it is that I'm trying to do in my life, and then vice versa, me having their back too.
What makes me proud to be Black? You know, I think it's just everything. Like, to be a Black woman, to be Black is just everything. Like, our uniqueness, our richness, the way we move, the way we talk, is just a beautiful, powerful thing. I just absolutely love it. I think being Black is so, and I keep using, is extremely powerful. Man, I wouldn't want to be anything else, to be honest. So I think for me, it's that uniqueness, is the power behind it. Everything we touch is magic. So that's what makes me proud to be Black.
I would say it's the little things. It's the being able to, like I said, you have almost a built-in community no matter where you go. The little thing of being able, when you see a Black dude walking down the street, to give him the head nod, you know you're getting that back. To just our resiliency, we've been dealt such a tough hand, and we still come out on top with it. We still come out knowing that we finna make this better. We finna do what we do.
So many things. No, just kidding. What makes me proud to be Black is just the fact of just the richness of our culture. I feel, even though I am half Black, I'm also half Asian, I get to just really celebrate being a person of color. And I think the one thing that definitely makes me proud to be Black is just the fact of what we talked about earlier, is just this sense of just support, unity, and community. I don't think I've ever met a more supportive just group of individuals, in a sense of just like, as soon as you meet up with somebody and you just vibe with somebody, like it's completely electrifying. And that is something that you just can't get from anybody. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be completely blunt about it. Like, I feel like it's a completely different level, and it just makes me so happy. Also, just accomplishments and things like that. Like, it's so hard to just pick one, but I definitely think that it's always been about just us as a community, and us as just being just really freaking supportive of anything that we do. Like, I feel like we'll always be there for each other, and I feel like you can't get that from any other community. Not saying that you like fully can't, but like, it's just completely different, and that's what makes me like to be being proud in my community and being Black is just the fact that there's just endless support. It doesn't matter, where you come from, what's going on. Like, that's something that will always make me feel just really intertwined with my culture. So, yeah.
Everything. Like, if I knew for a fact that reincarnation was real, I would want to come back Black every single time. Everything. I love our music, the way we dress, the way we tell stories, the way we pay homage to our ancestors without even knowing it, the way the culture still continues. And we find bridges to the things that we lost without even knowing it, right? So, pouring out some liquor for the dead homies, to the way we dress, our baggy clothes, our cadence, that's all original from the motherland, and we always find a way to tap back into it.
I'm proud to be Black just because of all the things that we've done. I'm proud to be Black because there's nothing else like it. Just the bops of music, our own like inherited sense of rhythm, our inherited sense of like artistry, poetry, everything like we excel in, and I'm proud to be a part of that.
My kids make me very proud to be Black. I have a boy and a girl. They're 6 and 7, and these little people that don't really have much of themselves together yet. That's one thing you explain to them as Black people from birth. Really, we have to explain we're different, and it's not bad that we're different. And I'm very proud of that moment where my children realized they were Black and accepted it and are proud of it. So they make me feel prouder to be Black.
What makes me proud to be Black? Definitely the culture.
Sometimes I've had people ask me before, like, would you rather be white? Would you rather have white privilege? And yeah, like that shit kind of sound good sometimes, but like, no, because the culture, everything that we do is live. You feel it, you live it. And I think that when I think what is life wouldn't be the same without Black culture. Life is love and living and laughing and singing and dancing. And that's everything that we do. Life breathes and lives through our culture. And so that is what I'm most proud of when I'm a Black person. No matter what we put our hands on or what we touch, we put our culture into it. And that's what makes shit dope.
The thing that makes me proud to be Black, man, we just tough, you know? And I don't mean that like we don't have issues or things like that, but like Black people, we just persevere. Like we push through anything. And not just push through anything, we make stuff cool. Like whatever we do, we make it cool. Like we set the bar. Like we are the culture. Like whatever culture you want it to be, it don't matter. If it's hip hop, comic books, anime, we set the bar. We are the culture. Like it's that simple. Like we cool, we tough, we push through everything. Nothing can really hold us back. So that makes me proud to be Black.
What makes me proud to be Black? Oh man, it's this. I'm Black. What else can I say? It's this. You know, people say that, you know, we are not, you know, we don't have a culture. But if you take a look from how America is, we as Black people, we are the culture, because everything that you see today, that are the buildings, the universities, the White House, everything you see, our people, my brothers and sisters, we did that. We made America. So being this, you know, seeing all those great monuments and hearing the stories, it makes me very proud to be a Black man in America.
I think it's like taking a look at it. Like, let's just say that I never knew anything about my history. I never knew anything about slavery. I never knew anything about how disenfranchised we were and all of that. Just being in a room full of Black people, and I know that what we have today is a culmination of, you know, the tragedy that we've experienced in the past, how we've, you know, overcome that adversity. All these things, you know, at the end of the day come together. That's what makes Black people who they are today. These trendsetters, swag-alicious. I don't even like that word. I just keep using it. But it's just being in a room with folks that you have like a very common, there's a common denominator there. There's not much you gotta explain. There's not much you gotta code switch. There's not much you have to do when you're in a room full of Black folks. Like, you're not gonna all think the same, but there's just this common thread, this common connection between all of us that I have no problem being in a room with Black folks, because I know at the end of the day, even if I'm not like, you know, totally protected, because there's all these isms and all kinds of stuff that happen when you get human beings in a room. I know that at least a portion of who I am is protected and safe in that room. I know that we all speak the same language. I know that there's like these like little nuances and factoids, or not facets of Black history or Black Americans that we all vibe to, we all get. And I know that I'm always going to have that portion of me safe when I'm around Black folks.
What makes me proud to be Black is just the uniqueness, creativity, and the vibe that being Black and the Black culture brings off to the world. Literally, we're powerful in anything we do. So anything we do, it's so easy to see how we stand out with anything that we do. So being Black is just everything. It's power, it's creativity, it's everything. It's everything, honestly.
So what makes me proud to be Black? You know, man, like I feel like I wouldn't have it any other way. It's like everything that is a part of our makeup and makes us who we are, like the good, the bad, like I love it. And it's like, I wouldn't want it any other way. Now, of course, you know, you don't want the racism and all the bullshit that we went through, but I definitely love like just how we are able to overcome that and then be leaders of the culture, leaders of the world. Like, we are pushing so much, and so much is from us, and it makes me extremely proud to be a Black man, to see Black individuals succeed, you know, and to celebrate that. So yeah, that makes me extremely proud to be Black.
For some reason, the words that kind of came to my mind for that question was just the swagger and the vibe that we bring to the world as a people. And that could be everything from the way we dress, the way we walk, the way we talk, the way we perceive the world around us. To be honest, it's just the way we perceive the world and the way we kind of put our own spin and flavor on everything that we do and we touch.
Well, I actually happen to be Black and Dominican, so like that's one thing I kind of take pride in, the fact that I'm mixed and the fact that I get to be not only Jamaican but also Dominican as well, since that's not really a super common type of how would I word it? Super common kind of mix that you would see nowadays. So I think it's really cool the fact that I'm able to, like speak Spanish while also, do my part as a Black creator and like, be an advocate for Black Lives Matter and stuff like that, and be able to speak out for Latinos and Black people as well. And I just love the fact that, that I'm different. I like the fact that being Black is being unique, not just obviously by appearance, but like, like we have like, our history, we have different things that have happened to us that are, different from non-Black people, like good things, obviously. And I just really like the fact that, being Black embraces, this different type of beautiful that not a lot of people really get to see because we're constantly being shadow banned by racist people. And I really hope that as a Black creator, I'm able to inspire other Black creators, to put themselves out there and not be afraid of racist people and not be afraid to be Black, because, we have beautiful features that we want to, embrace. And being melanin is not something that should be seen as a crime. We're just like everybody else. So I hope that I can inspire other people to realize, just because you're Black doesn't mean you can't do X, Y, and Z. Like, just, like, you see all these other people, they become like astronauts, lawyers, cosplayers, YouTubers, streamers. Black people can do it too. So I really hope that people take from this message that being Black is amazing and you can do as much as non-Black people can, and they shouldn't feel scared to, be themselves just because of their race.
I don't know what else to be. Like, I'm from the south side of Chicago. My family is from the South. Like, Black has always been something to be proud of. So I don't know how to not be proud to be Black. Yeah. So it's just a way of life.
What makes me proud to be Black? The incredibly large impact that we collectively, the global African diaspora, have had on popular culture. It's immeasurable. No one can compare. That's one thing. My features, the way I look, my melanated skin is beautiful. Those are just two of many, many things that make me proud to be Black.
Listen, I like being Black because we funny as hell, man. I'm gonna just keep it simple, man. The humor of it, man, the joyousness of it. It's a great collective to be a part of, and like also the art just hits so differently because we've been through so many things that are so different as well. Like it's different. Like when you talk about mainstream, you can say, oh, this is mainstream. Okay, that's like white mainstream as well. But like, oh, this is like mainstream in this sense. Like, oh, for Black folk, this is our mainstream here because we get these things. And it's almost like being I don't want to say like a double, yeah, in a sense like a double agent. Like, oh, I can get this reference to Friends or whatever, but I also know Friends derived from living single, right? Like it's living in like two worlds, navigating between two worlds as well, which can suck. I mean, sometimes it does suck, but like I would not have it any. I was gonna say I wouldn't have it any other way. I would have it without the racism and sexism and homophobia if that was possible. But like, yeah, man, it is the best for me. It's the best thing. It is the best thing. If hopefully that's a good answer.